A lot of people have asked me, are you married? Do you have kids? All these questions have been burning inside me, and now it's time to swallow the bitter pill and talk about everything. And with this, I open up my diary. My diary has everything we need to know about. So guys, embrace yourselves. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Watch the whole video to understand my story. I hope it blesses you. Hi guys, today as we start the year, I thought about doing a video away from what I always do, and I thought about talking about my life, and not just talking about my life, but talking about what has been happening. You know, one of the things that I've always wanted in my life, I've always desired in my life, is getting married and having kids. God, and guys, you know, something that you pray for, you try, and it doesn't happen. Those two things, getting married and having kids. God, guys, you know why I'm opening up? I say to myself, I think 2024, I should open up my life so that people will take my life as a testimony or see what God is doing in my life, guys. So the things that I've always wanted in my life, guys, is having kids and getting married. And as a Christian, you know, I cannot just walk on the road and get a guy, get married and have kids. You know, for me, I had to sort the will of God. And hence, I have these two books, guys. You know, I thought about talking about these two diaries. You know, I bought these two diaries in the year 2000. And they have so much, there's so much content inside here, everything that the Lord was telling me, everything that God was talking to me about. And as I was going through my diary today, I thought, let me start with this one. We talk about my love life and my dreams, guys. Sometimes this is so hard for me, but I've thought of talking about it because maybe it will build someone's faith, and actually you'll get to know me, guys. Let's start with this diary about my life partner. Guys, I remember year 2005. It started year 2005. I was praying that God will give me a life partner. And I was not just praying that God, please give me a life partner in its ends there. No, I was categorical of what I wanted. I remember I used to tell God, God, please give me a God-fearing, loving, caring, and financially stable man. A man whose desire is family oriented. That's what I was, those were 5 things that I was praying for. God-fearing man, loving, caring, financially stable, and family oriented. I was always praying for those things since 2005 up to date. I was praying for those things, guys. It's not a joke, and it's not like I was praying and then I shut myself to the world, that I couldn't. I said no to everyone, guys. That's why I want you to stay tuned and listen to this whole story and know what happened, guys. So to start with, I was praying. I told God, I told you I was praying for these 5 things. I even went to fasting. I remember I went to 3 days dry fasting. I was fasting and telling God, please give me divine direction. I saw seeds in church. I gave sacrifice for these particular issues. Like I was told God, please give me divine direction. I don't want to go on my own way. I want to go in your ways, so that when I don't want to reach somewhere and say, I wish I went with God, because if I go on my own, things will not work out for me. So I'll show you. So on 28th September 2005, the Lord talked to me. So when the Lord talked to me, guys, it was so strange. You know, I had a dream that I was married to a white man. And when I was married to a white man, like, guys, before I continue, if you want to know everything in this book, you know, if you want me to read my diary to you, kindly comment down in the comment section. I'll do that. If I see so many comments wanting me to read my diary, what God was showing me, what I went through those particular times, I was jolting it down. So if you want to know what my diary is all about, comment down below and I will read my diaries. I have 2 actually. I read my diaries to you. These diaries actually are Actually, I think they are older than some of you here. Guys, so let's continue. So I had this dream that I'll get married to a white man. And when I woke up, first I sat down and thanked God. And you know, me as a person, I was asking myself, how will this come to pass? You know, I knew myself like back then. I knew we were from a humble background. I did not have like that good lifestyle. Like I was so down, guys. I was even roasting maize. If you see, if you go back to my videos and watch one of my videos, I have given out my story. So I was thinking about myself, how will this come to happen, guys? I couldn't, but I believed that everything with God is possible. So I wrote it down so that when it happens, I'll give a testimony of when it happens. So I still believed God, and I still continued praying for those 5 things. God, you know, my prayer request was not like, God, give me a white man. No, my prayer request was, God, please give me a God-fearing, loving, caring, financially stable, and family-oriented man. Although those were the only things that I was always praying for. So it reached a point, all my siblings started getting kids, you know, and I'm the firstborn and I'm left out. You know, I started feeling left out. I started feeling like my life was not moving. But since I had put a covenant with God, but that I'll walk on in God's will, I could not divert myself and say, let me now just look for anybody. No. So what the Lord did to me, because I think God knew I would be impatient and I'll fall out. So what God did to me, he started sending me places so that I could not like start thinking about this. For instance, I remember 2009. Now 2013, God sent me. I went to Saudi to work. So it's like I started working on my dreams first. I started working on bettering my family. I started working on bettering my nieces and my nephews' lives, you know, because they were born and I didn't want them to go through what we had gone through. So I started working on those things, and I started working on a goal that we had our own home, because back then we were staying in a 1-bedroomed house, you know, and a family of 5. That was very small. So I was praying God, but that God will give us a place of our own, guys. So I went to Saudi, I went to Dubai. It's like I started moving. So this dream of life partner, it was still at the back of my mind. I was praying, yes, but you know, things were happening. So it's like I'm kept busy. Things are happening, so I won't think so much about this. You know, it's like, you know, God was making me to be a lamp for my family, so to better their life. So but I was feeling something inside me. When I see all my siblings now, they have kids, their lives are moving, mine is not moving. I was asking myself, why am I stuck? And it was so much burden to me. I was feeling like I'm stuck and I didn't know what to do. So before I went to Saudi, guys, 2009, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I went to work. I was working in Nairobi. I went to work, and when I got to work, I opened the business and everything. So I opened my Facebook. When I opened my Facebook, I found a message. It was one guy from America, Richard. So when I found his message, he was seriously looking for a wife, and I replied them. First, before I replied the message, I thought, God, finally you've answered my prayer. I didn't know how this was coming to pass, but you have finally answered my prayers. That's what I thought to myself. So I started talking to him. You know, for me, in my mind now, I'm saying God has answered my prayers, because this is what God showed me. Even though if this is not what I prayed for, this is what God showed me. So I started talking to him, guys. We talked. He was so nice at first. He was so very nice. And something happened, guys. When we were talking and everything was clicking, one day he was going to work. He got into an accident, and I think his dog died or was seriously injured, something like that. So he told me, yes, Then he took the dog to the hospital. He went to the hospital and on all that. So for me, I was sitting and waiting for his reply, for him to tell me what happened next. Guys, do you know what happened? When he came back, instead of telling me what had happened in hospital, you know what he told me? He told me that he doesn't want anything to do with me, that that I perform voodoo or witchcraft. That's why he was involved in an accident. Guys, I was so heartbroken. I cried. I told God, for me, I have never known witchcraft. I've never known voodoo. What I know is kneeling down before God and everything happening. And I started asking God, why is this happening to me? What did I do wrong? And I even cried and cried and cried and cried. So, but I told God, maybe after some times, I told God, maybe this was not your will. I went to church. I remember I prayed, and I reminded God of his promises in my life, that whatever he has promised me in my life, I remember I told God everything that he had promised me. So when I'm looking at my diary, because most of those things I've written here. That's why I told you, if you want me to read my diary to you, comment down below. And now we'll read this diary. This diary is full of fun stuff. So, and I forgot about that. It's like I erased that in my mind. I said it was not going to happen. But you know, before that accident, you know, that guy was so nice to me, but it reached a point, it's like he wanted me to send him nudes, and my nudes, you know what happens on internet, right? So for me, I remember that time he sent me that message. I went to the toilet and I told God, I sat on the toilet. I don't know why I'm used to this. If I want to talk to God and I'm in the where so many people are, I always go to the toilet. I went to the toilet and I sat there and I started telling God, when I was praying, you answered me. And this sexual content was not part of what you promised me or what I was supposed to do. So I was telling God, please God, I was telling God that God will deal with this issue, because I did not want to do it. So, after a few days, that's what happened. So he was involved in an accident and he came and told me that I'm in witchcraft or something like that. So for me, I started saying maybe God has a hand in this, and I let it go. So I forgot about that. So I've been praying until one day God started revealing, like, in God's eye, it doesn't matter how long it takes. The way God works is not the way man or we expect him to work. So for me, I was expecting God to answer my prayer so quickly. I was expecting God for me to be happy. And it doesn't mean that I did not meet other people. Guys, I met other people. Like I met other people, black, my color. I don't want to be racial or anything. Guys, please forgive me. But I met other people. But this is what was happening. If I meet someone, guys, God used to talk to me that night that this is not the one. Every time I met someone and he took me for a coffee or something, God used to talk to me. It's so funny. I used to have that this is not the one. So for me, it reached a point I stopped thinking about dating and everything. So I started focusing on God. But it was so painful to me, guys, because, guys, when everyone is talking about you, everyone is pointing fingers at you, like, why are you not married? Why don't you have kids? You're the firstborn. People think, I don't know, people have their own mind. People think their own things. It was always aching me. It reached a point I started walking, the walk of shame. I started walking, like, I started having the walk of shame. I started hating myself somehow. Yes, I'm praying, but so it reached a point. I stopped focusing on these prayer items, praying for husband, praying for kids. It reached a point. I don't know if you understand. Like, you know, it's like I started grieving on myself, like, why me, why am I going through this, what is my fate, you know. And I started asking God, like, is anything God telling me possible? Because, you know, people are talking too much, people are pointing fingers at me. It's like, guys, I don't know how to explain this. I think you understand what I'm saying. If you understand what I'm saying, comment down below. You know, even my family, I started, you know, when they were talking, I started asking God, God, is this what you called me for? But, you know, while I was waiting on God for this, I did not just sit down. I started doing things for other people. Like, I think that was my major calling. That's why all these things delayed. God wanted me to have an impact in other people's lives, and I took that very seriously. I started have impact in other people's lives from my younger age. I started having impact on other people's lives. I started working on seeing other people happy. I worked on seeing other people fulfill their dreams, you know, because I thought, uh, because that was how God was directing me. So I started working on that, guys. And honestly, I'm so thankful. Looking back, I'm so thankful that I have touched lives. I'm so thankful that I've done what God purposed me to do. I'm so thankful that I don't count my years wasted. And I still have that hope. Guys, that's why I'm opening up, because I still have that hope that if God chose me to do all these things, one day I'll be called a mother. One day I'll be called someone's wife. You know, it's not like I've not seen those dreams coming to fulfill. That's why I'm telling you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Press the notification button, guys, because I'll tell you soon how those dreams came to be fulfilled, how I met the love of my life, and on all those things. And that's why I want you to subscribe if you're new here, and if you're an old subscriber, continue, guys. Click the notification button, guys, first, because I want you to be notified when I post those videos, and I want you to know what happened next. And if you want to know what my diaries are about, all the information in my diaries, guys, comment down below on the comment section, guys. And stay tuned. I have so much to tell you, how God started revealing those dreams. Like, I worked on my patience. God worked on me. There are so many things that God worked on me that were not fit. I was not fit to be someone's wife. God worked on those things. There are so many things I have to tell you, and I want you to be tuned here when I post all those videos, guys. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new here, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you're an old subscriber, I love you, love you, love you lots. And we have so much content coming on our way this year, 2024. I know, guys, this is the year of the Lord, the year of restoration, the year of grace, the year of favor. Let us believe that God is doing something in our lives, guys. I love you so much. Stay blessed. Until next time, see you, guys.